Well, hello there, my fellow refugees, and welcome again to Drinking Alone with Friends, the show in which I drink alone and wish my friends were here. Once again, in Sasha Petrovsky's Regarding Cocktails, today's recipe is the Rye Hummingbird Down, which I've been looking forward to making now that I have lemons again. Check it out. This recipe is going to be a fairly classic build, 3/4 of sour, 3/4 of sweet, and 2 of the main liquor, with the addition of green chartreuse, which we discussed in an earlier episode is a classic slightly bitter, slightly complex aromatic liqueur made by Carthusian monks with a classic recipe from the 1600s. This is going to take just over half of one of these lemons, and this lemon I'm tasting and is going to be on the sweeter side because it's quite ripe. And so because of that, when we go to the 3/4 of an ounce of honey syrup, I'm actually going to short pour this one just slightly because I think that our citrus is already a little sweet. So that was actually about exactly 3/4, and I'm going to just shortchange that and dump a little bit of excess out to see if I can balance this one a little bit better. Now we're going to take our base spirit, which is the Bullet Rye. This is a fairly neutral, fairly inexpensive rye, good for mixing, and I think goes well into cocktails without breaking the bank. So Bullet Rye, 2 ounces of that, and then exactly 1 teaspoon of the green chartreuse. Now I think this will add not only a little bit of color, but some slightly more interesting herbal flavors on top of what is otherwise essentially just a whiskey sour. So we've got our spirits in there, and then we're going to go back to, because this is going to be an up drink, a single large cube and a little bit more aggressive shaking, and we'll see where that ends up with our wash line and with our texture in the overall beverage. So I think I'm going to give this one some aggressive overhead shaking for a minute, and we'll see where we end up shortly. All right, this is going into, of course, a chilled up glass, and we are going to double strain. What I've been finding with the single cube, and we've been talking about it as we go along, is that we're getting a little bit more agitation, a little bit more foam, and therefore viscosity and mouthfeel in the drink. We're getting less of the residual large ice crystals in the tea strainer there, and I think we're seeing again today no different. This is another 3.5, and take a look at the wash line. I think that's pretty similar as what we've been getting, and that's the foam up there. So cheers, friends. Ooh, so that is sweet, sour, a little bit of extra complexity, bitterness. That is an exceptionally good drink. Well, until next time, cheers, friends.